the enemy will go in and he'll go, no, none of that's true. It's true in theory.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
neat idea, and it's maybe when you die, whatever. Um, so he doesn't say, no, that's not true. He used to with me. It was just, I mean, I was confident that I was faking that God was there because
Yeah.
I had no proof, no evidence, no feeling, nothing pointed me to God and his truth until I was born from above in
Yeah.
myself. and
Yeah.
then and then now I do know, but those battles will still happen and I can still get knocked off of it. And and now I know I'm not tricking myself into thinking God's there. I know he is. The problem now is, okay, he is, and yet still there's these battles and these where do I, there's this thing I want that I don't have, that I want to see my brother-in-law healthy and recovered, and I want him to just sit up and be fine. And and you almost feel like, if I say that he is, then and he's not, then I look dumb, or uh when the fact is that he is healed because he's in Christ and Christ is in him, so he is. So to see it play out, I can feel that battle in me, even of uh belief and unbelief. The guy, yes, I believe, help my unbelief. you know
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, it's great, and it's wonderful. It's so wonderful to know it's there. And yeah, just I remember a thing you said years ago too, with the counterfeit money. You remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. They it blew my mind, and I love it, and I think it's apropos. Um I wish I had a good word to it's appropriate. It's fitting.
Yeah.
Um they teach the people who need to spot counterfeit money to spot counterfeit money by only ever letting them touch real money. And then when they feel a counterfeit bill, they know it. And they know it because all they know is what's true and real and accurate in those real bills. That's all
Yes.
their fingers are just so conditioned to, this is what that feeling is.
And their
And it
eyes to
doesn't,
see, and yeah.
yeah, and they don't even, or they're not even thinking of it. They just know it. It's in them. And then somebody hands them a fake bill and they go, that's fake. That's not real. And you tied it to, that's our goal and our training, is only taking in the real. And when we tell ourselves, and we well, but what if I say something and pray my brother-in-law is fine and then he's not? Well, that's a counterfeit. And
Yeah.
now I'm handling counterfeit money, and I'm playing with a bunch of those bills, and then I start forgetting what the real money feels like. um and yeah, I just love that illustration, and I think it ties to what we're saying about seeing the the truth of God and the gift he's given and the receiving we have of it, because we'll kick ourselves off of it. Okay, yes, he did. Okay, he did that. He did that. That's mine. Well, it's kind of not. And there's a counterfeit. Okay, no, 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 no. He did it. He did it. Well, kind of it's not. And then you can't tell the difference between a real bill and a counterfeit bill.
Going back to what do we do with the threats?
Yeah,
What do we do with all those things that are real to
right,
us?
right,
Is God threatened? Uh, no.
right.
Then if I'm in Christ, any threats against me are threats against Christ. Is he threatened? No. Well, then I'm not threatened. I know I feel threatened. It looks threatened. Yeah, I might get my head cut off or get shot,
Yeah,
but I can't resolve that, but I can say that Jesus isn't threatened, so then I am not threatened because I'm one with him.
Yeah.
That's that intellectually, that's how do you deal with that? I mean, I asking myself, how do I deal with that if I am trying to reconcile being threatened with knowing that Jesus isn't threatened, so I'm not threatened? Frankly, I cannot reconcile that. Personally, I can't.
Right.
I can't make them, I can't make them work together. All I can do is know what God says is the truth. And because of the fact that I am in Christ who is safe, then I am safe.
Yeah.
And we can come to a place, we have to remember that we have a body of knowledge. Each one of us has our own body of knowledge.
Hmm.
And um, that body of knowledge is massive. It's massive. There's no computer that can hold as much. There's no group of computers that can hold as much knowledge as we have in these minds that we
Right.
don't even know about.
Right.
But that I look at it and I say, Father, I don't know what to do with this experience. I don't know what to do with my brother-in-law who's just had a heart attack that
Hmm.
I believe I should be able to do something about, but I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah.
And so I can't do anything. I don't know what to do about that. But what you say is that the fact is to you, I'm healed. And the fact is to him is that to you, he's healed. I don't know what to do with that, Father, because I'm looking at him and he's got a heart attack and he's in a coma. However, you say he's healed. I will agree with you. So we've got these realities that we are in, and the reality that we are in is Christ himself. And the difficulty that I am facing personally is the volume of knowledge, the body of knowledge that I have possessed. Remember, we're talking about possession. You know, I have possessed this knowledge and I don't know that I've possessed it. It's just part of my thinking. It's part of what I know. And I don't even know the wrong thing. I know that I know wrong things. I know that, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And you could ask me, what do you know that isn't true? I can't tell you because if I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't true, I wouldn't believe it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm living like things are true that aren't true.
Hmm.
And the evidence is in my behavior at times, my feelings, my thinking,
Hmm.
the fact that I've got sickness. It doesn't matter. It's those things are evidence that I am uh, possessing knowledge and beliefs that are not true.
Yeah.
And what I have set myself to do is to obey God using the definition that I use, that it's submitting to hearing. I have set myself to submitting to hearing and telling myself the truth. And when I catch myself going places in my mind and I realize, wait a minute, something wrong here. This isn't right. And I
Right.
will correct it. I may not know, I may know, okay, there's something wrong here, but I don't know exactly what it is. So I
Right.
can't put in the truth because I don't know what the lie is, but I
Right.
can feel it, or something's going on and I just know, okay, there's just this isn't this that's just not right. I am continually with God just wanting to reprogram my thinking to be just like his,
Yeah.
because then his reality will become real to me. Okay, it'll become real to me and I'll be experiencing his reality while I'm in this world here, and I'll
Hmm.
be able to go in and out of it. But when I'm in this world facing threats or facing a doctor's diagnosis of terminal illness, or bankruptcy or whatever it is, while I'm facing these, I am I have moved into an area where I'm conscious of God's reality, and his reality becomes more real to me than this reality that I have created and am participating in the world, in which we're all killing each other and suffering all these problems. And so I am increasingly, as I obey and ponder and submit to hearing God's words and thinking about his words and talking to him about his words, uh, I'm increasingly his what's real to him is becoming increasingly real to me, so that I can get to the point like the Hebrew boys who were thrown into the fire and walked around in it and came out.
Yeah.
Or uh, what was the Old Testament prophet that was thrown in the lion's den?
Daniel?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel in the lion's den. You
Yeah.
know, throw him in there. And there are stories of people in the first century
Yeah.
who were thrown into the arena where all the people yelled and screamed and had a great time watching them get killed. And there are stories of in the first century or second century in which people were thrown into the arena, and the Roman soldiers saw something in these people so that they took off their armor and jumped into the arena with the people saying, I want what they have.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is it? There's a reality we can live that we're
Yeah.
not enjoying now because of all the crap that we believe that we
Yeah.
don't know is believe. We're sure it's all true. You're the
Yeah.
one that's wrongly, not me. I'm right. You
Right.
know, I mean, and it's like I want that mindset because then I can walk through fire and not be harmed. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about that Robbins guy that talking about walking on coals and stuff like that. Yeah, that can be real. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that. I want reality. I want real. God's real because
Yeah.
that's where I live. I'm inside Christ, and
Yeah.
I am tired of living in a reality that is, according to God, not true.
Right.
It's God's the one that says He says you're healed. That's the facts.
Mhm.
Okay, I know there's another reality because it's Jesus and I'm in Him.
Yeah.
That word inside that I've talked about, epsilon nu, which is translated in or among, by, at. I mean, it's just ridiculous. One preposition that's got five, six, seven meanings for translators so that they can make sentences make sense.
Yeah.
It just always means inside, not
Yeah.
just in, even though in's good. It's inside. I am inside Christ. Wow.
I know. Oh my gosh, we could go a million. You're right. I hear it now when you say that you could just go a million different directions because it's so wonderful. But I've got to go. um, but golly, I know I want to keep going. But Paul getting bitten by the snake and shaking it off. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's so many. There's wonderful things and even more questions and answers that we want to
But the thing
ask.
that I love about this is that, yeah, you get more and more and more and more questions, but you have, I have an answer
Yeah,
for every question. There's
yeah,
no question you can ask me that I don't have a reasonable, logical
yeah,
answer for it. It may
yes,
not be the whole complete end of all
yeah,
answers, but it's enough to say, okay,
yeah.
I'm happy,
And
you
you might
know?
not even know that you know it until the
Yeah.
question is asked.
Yeah, boy, is that the truth,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And something pops up, and you go, "Wait a minute, I know this.
Yes.
That's not right. This is right."
And see, the thing is, everything you and I have been talking about, everybody knows this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Everybody knows because God wrote His instruction in our hearts,
Hmm.
and we've got it.
Yes.
And it's like I would like to know what I know. Okay,
Right.
That's yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like
Whatever.
to be knowing what I know. Going
Yeah.
back to the participle, but
Yeah. And that's why we're doing this, and we hope people are watching because we want them to know it too, but me and you want to know it, so that's why we're doing it. So,
yeah,
so hopefully people get stuff too, but we do. So,
yeah,
hooray for us.
it's life
Um
changing. You know,
yeah, it's the best. And it's yeah, that was the I did the one video and I said it doesn't yeah, you can't always see it. It's not always easy. It doesn't you don't feel good all the time. But you
yeah,
kind of can. But you got to figure out how in some ways.
yeah,
And that's what we want. And we want to do it more and more. And then yeah, there'll come that day where we're walking around in the fire or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, it was good talking to you. We'll talk more real
Yep,
soon.
yep. Real
And
soon.
yeah, and we'll yeah, keep on going.
Okay.
All
Thanks, man. I
right.
love you.
I love you too, brother.